To start with, it's all about passion in architecture. It's a kind of love. When I started my career to choose architecture, I thought, rather I was perplexed at that time, how to choose, where to go, where to start, how to start. So one of my friends, he saw my sketches and drawings, so which is very important in architecture, to visualize the thing, to visualize the space. If you have that ability of doing some drawing, I'm not talking about you have to be an artist, but rather to have the space idea. Before this AI software proficiency, we were very much convenient on hand sketches and drawings. So that fellow, he guided me, okay, why not, sir, you are going to choose architecture. So, and that, opened my eyes. And it's not that I have chosen it, forcefully, but it came to my heart automatically. What very much compelled me, that is the solid geometry. Geometry in architecture is very important. When you design a space, space is all about the basic shapes, whether it is 2D or it is 3-dimensional. So if you talk about a square, a rectangle, a circle, a triangle, it's all about the form, the shapes, from where you starting your ideas to start with the design. So which is very important. Now, automatically mathematics came. So far as my family background is concerned, we were all about, everyone are engineers. They are doing of separate fields like mechanical, electrical, this way, that way. So I chose architecture because I have explored myself that I'm having a bit inner ability to do something on drawings and sketchings and some creative ideas. Since my childhood, I did so much of paintings that helped me a lot when I did my architecture in architecture school. ACP added another story in our hand, the texture, that material. As an architect, I feel ACP gave me another alternative. There are several materials in the market which gives us that tool to choose, to change the dynamics of facade design. There are several textures like sand, rustic, mirror finish. These are the textures what we are able to use in my projects. And as an architect, we always feel to change the monotony of the elevation of the facade. Thanks to Aludecor, that colors nowadays, your researches that helped us a lot to play in a better way. Certainly, there are some issues like when we talk about any commercial projects or office buildings where we need to play with colors, or colors are needed there. So ACP gave us that flexibility. And so far as if I talk about some of my projects, okay, you started with my car parking project, multi-level car parking project in Newtown, which is of WB Hidco. There are a lot of things to say here, that now we are with the phase 1 of the project, which is the car parking block. It will house almost 2,000 cars there. And then in front of that building, we will be having a commercial building, with commercial offices, shops and retails. Then at the back of that building we'll be again having residential complex for the higher ends. So again, this philosophy which I have introduced there, this ACP and this color and this texture will be repeating over there also, because I need an harmony, a rhythm and in the entire campus. Now, as this is the phase 1 of the project and car parking is more of, it's a commercial or public use. So I need to put, so far as our government, our ideology in such type of public buildings, that why to spend so much of money over there. So our functionality is to park cars, right? So parking may not be very gaudy, very grandeur in look, right? So it may be a simple building, but I discussed with my client, and I'm lucky that they understood, and I'm able to put some colors over there, some materials over there. If you see, it is in our plan, it will be coming up in the next part, that we have cladded the building with ACP, primarily in the circular ramp what we have, ramp 1 and ramp 2, one for the entry and one for the exit. It's a huge ramp and with a gentle slope, so that you are rising almost 9 stories. So people should have a very comfortable drive. So when you are climbing up, when you are ascending up to the floors. So it's a very huge ramp with a gentle slope. But at the same time, rest of the buildings, I have cladded with little touch of ACPs, that there are some arrows, which representing our West Bengal logo, as well as it is like the parking signage, correct? The arrows, right? So that is my philosophy there, and this idea, they liked it like a lot, and that helped me to put ACP into that picture. Generally what happened in government projects, there are some restrictions. They are, they do not want such type of material. They are comfortable with brick and plaster and paints. To implement with such things or such material, it is difficult. It is difficult. But if you put in the right way your ideas, it may be a success. So here it is a success, and we are trying a lot more to put in the commercial block also, which is coming in front. Those colors and those textures again will be repeated there, as I told you. Apart from this project, multi-level car parking project, I want to mention some of the upcoming and my past projects also. The solar dome in Newtown. So that is my project, where again I have used some of ACP over there. And coming up a project which we call Power Distribution Company, Green Building Office at Newtown. We are doing Central University of Jharkhand at Ranchi. There also we are putting some ACPs over there. Now again, I am repeating, no point of using a single material over it. It's not my signature, but at the same time, these are tools which I can select easily as per the use of the building and functionality of the building. So it should give a good aesthetics, as well as my philosophy to that building and its form should not destroy by using wrong material into the elevation or the facade. We want to play with the textures as well as the colors. Now, among the 2-3 colors what I use there in ACP, now I want to change the texture. So I chose the sand. Now sand, art, I love those textures very much. So rustic and sand, these textures, I used it here. And for the other part, I have gone for the plain and the mirror finish. So at the whole sum, it will give that reflection and yes, that contrast as well as that change of reflection when the sun is falling into that structure. we are using the mother earth resources very much, and we have to be, we are talking about sustainability, and we have to be. Other way around, we will face, our children, our future will see that what the consequences we are facing in terms of the nature and the society. In terms of architecture and use of materials, it should be, an architect should be very much sensible. You need to do design with a proper justification. Nowadays, what I am feeling, these patterns are changing, and so far as the technological advancement came into the picture, we were changing with a huge differences. Though we were talking about our sustainability, the heat insulation, these are very important things. So that knowledge has to be gathered properly.